Hello, fellow pipers. Janez here.
Silviu here.
Welcome to our 20-minute pipe show.
Welcome.
It's going to be, I think, the last one before Christmas. I don't know. Maybe we will do another one this year. We will see how our responsibilities and time will permit this. But I'm smoking this Berthier downhill 5110 shape, and in it this Turkish tobacco, PC Canoe, from Gladora company, Latakia Flake 20.
Yeah. And I will be smoking the same blend, Latakia 20. And I'll be using this 1977, it's 76, downhill 412 root briar. But first, I will take my favorite snuff, some Best SP from Wilson's and Sharrow. And I'll be drinking my favorite cola, Royal Crown, made with real cane sugar.
Okay.
Yes. So if you allow me.
Oh,
yeah. God damn.
This sounded like Ulla Thurman in that Pulp Fiction movie.
Uma Thurman, yeah. Like Thurman Merman. Yeah. People ask why in Europe we have these types of caps. It's so they won't be lost from the bottle, and turtles and other creatures will eat them.
Yeah.
And swallow them. So it's bad for us, but good for the nature.
Yeah, and it's also good
Salute.
Salute. And it's also good for recycling, because you're actually giving back more plastic, and it's not going into other garbage cans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or somebody even throwing the cap on the ground or something like that.
Yeah.
You said animals can eat that.
Yeah.
So, any plans for Christmas? For this time of the year, Silviu? This year, the Christmas will be really special. What do you think?
Yes. For a while, the plans are baby. Those are all the plans. The baby took over. Anastasia took over the household. And so, yes, some of our family members will come and bring gifts and stuff like that. And we will eat sarmale and pork rinds. And
Wait a minute. What gifts?
Gifts for the baby.
Oh, for the baby. I thought
for the baby,
because the other gifts are being brought by,
Yeah.
Santa Claus and stuff like that.
Yeah, Santa Claus. Yeah, so nothing special will be at home, but we are always at home here in Romania. We don't usually go out on Christmas. It's family time.
Yep.
And that's about it. What about you?
Well, I will leave home, but to be in my sister's home, in my sister's family home, since we have an apartment and they have a house, and it's more space for all of us to somehow distribute in all the floors and so on. So on the 24th, I'm picking up the beef tartare, 1.5 kilos of it. So we will not. So we will have it enough of it, let's say.
Yeah.
And some other stuff like wine, whiskey. I need to stop over to buy some other meat specialties also on my way there. But otherwise, we will be there for like a couple of days and celebrate Christmas, be together. As you said, it's time to be together with your family, or if that is not possible, with your friends, maybe even neighbor if you have good relationships.
Yeah.
just to spend time together. It's about people being together, talking, and just enjoying the company of others.
Yeah. Yeah. This tobacco made me think about something. We spoke about this earlier. How refreshing it is to smoke a tobacco made by an, let's say, an independent tobacco producer. How different this tobacco is than everything else. That made me think about in the past, where all these blends, Three Nuns were made by somebody, Eddie Moore was made by somebody different. I don't know, Condor was made by somebody else. And so all these blends were not under one roof.
Yeah.
Something that makes them all somehow have the same taste, the same type of cut. And yeah, it's so refreshing. It's so different. It really is different. It has something I cannot put my finger on. It's my first bowl, but it's really different. And it's very refreshing.
This is also my first bowl of this blend. I did smoke Latakia Flake 40 when I was in Bilbao with my fellow pipe smokers from our pipe club, where we discovered these new blends. And they also have aromatic ones with chocolate and orange and different. We found at least 3 aromatic Pese Canoe blends in the pouches. And the chocolate one was, I have to admit, I tried it. It was good. I mean, you really get a nice chocolate taste, and I like that.
Yeah, there is only one question left. When will STG buy them and start making them? Because as the things go right now, they will definitely buy everything, and everything will taste more or less the same and not have that originality.
Yeah, but
I hope it won't happen.
yeah, me too. Well, first of all, when you open a tin and you pick up a flake of this tobacco, you get a different. It has a different feel to the like McBaron's or STG or even pop tobaccos. This is like a half of the flake, but it has a different consistency. And when you want to rub it out, you see that it has a different. I don't know. It's a bit different process, I think. So the tobacco
Yeah,
is a little bit different before it's being pressed. It has a really
yeah,
nice smell, incensey aromatic smell, not coming from added aromas, but from coming from tobacco and from this aromatic oils that are being imparted while fire curing Latakia and and Oriental tobaccos are known for being full of aromatic oils, having different.
yeah. It's somehow similar a bit to my favorite Latakia flake made by Robert McConnell. It has a floral note, but
Yeah,
one flower is not like Gawi that it's flowery, but you don't know. It's like it has a bit of violet, or I don't know, a blue flower. It's what I can think now, like lavender or something. A bit of floral perfuming that makes it interesting, and the way the flakes are a little bit like penzance, a little bit. You cannot wrap them into a fluffy
yeah,
mess.
yeah. You cannot.
It's a bit muddy. It's it maybe it was kept under pressure a lot, and maybe it was cooked a lot before that. That's what makes it very crumbly and easy to break into pieces, not into stripes.
Yeah.
Yeah, refreshing. I'm very happy to try it, and thank you for sending all this to me. I'm really happy with them.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice because we can somehow distinguish with between, let's say, Latakia being used in the European blends, meaning blends being produced in Europe, and then the Latakia in the blends being produced in US that Latakia, it's a little bit more creamy, different, and now this Turkish made English blends with their way of making it, and so I see different, at least in the field of Latakia, the taste is different.
Yeah, we have to say that these blends are totally made with Turkish grown tobacco.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can imagine 100 years ago how different all these legendary blends that we know and love today, how different they were manufactured, how different were the sources of tobacco they used, how the secrets they used to make them. So I can imagine they were really unique, really unique. Now I can smoke 70 flakes from STG, although they have a different names on the things. You can, if you don't see the things, you might say, this is this and that, because they are very similar now.
Yeah, I mean the component tobaccos that they are using are more often
or less the same,
or the same. Maybe they have some differences, but more or less the same crops that they are using for all of their blends. So we are somehow getting used to a certain profile of the Latakia or maybe Virginia and so on. And then if you're smoking, let's say, blends from being produced by Cornell and Deal, it's another thing. And then
even more.
Yeah, and then when you're smoking these new blends coming on the market, this is the diversity that we were talking about in one of the previous shows. So more and more blends being, especially those that are being well sold, are going to be concentrated under one roof or in one company, and sooner or later they are going to be using the same tobaccos for these blends, and they are not going to distinguish themselves so much among each other anymore.
Yeah. Even the people that are making them, it's important. The same people that makes, they are the same people that make all those blends in STG or in, I don't know.
Same people, same equipment, same component tobaccos, different brands, different blends, but I think that in general the profile of certain tobaccos, like let's say Gavitt Hogarth, Samuel Gavitt, using that full Virginia flake as a base for a number of blends now.
Yeah. So we've lost that.
Yeah. So I can think about pipers in 10, 20 years when a number of blends will go away due to the anti-tobacco regulation and concentration of the ownership. They will not be able to cellar wide. They will be only able to cellar deep, because you will have a number of blends that will be like the staple blends, and if they like those, they will cellar only those. Although all those other blends that were existing before, they were gone and they cannot do I mean, I can check, but I don't know how many different English blends and different Virginia Burleys, different Virginia Periques and so on in my cellar, but I know that a number of them are already being discontinued now. So
yeah, in a way we have to thank God these companies exist like CND and STG, because they kept producing when others died and stopped producing and stuff like that. So there are pros and cons.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see on Instagram now, I'm absolutely convinced that CND, or I don't know, for me, Sutliff, CND, all those, there are some brands that are totally made by the same people in the same place. whatever. But I'm now convinced that CND, they are a marketing company more than anything else. You know, even GLPs, I understand that they send the leaves to the guy, and the guy makes something at home. He sends the sample 5,000 kilometers away, start producing this. So it's not hands-on. It's not. I thought GLPs is a guy always in a factory, and but I read he's just blending at home, sending a sample. Okay, this is good.
Yeah, this
I
is the
did this
recipe.
with what?
Produce it.
Yeah, with what you sent me, I made this. Now start and making it. So they put out so many blends. I was looking on Instagram. It's unbelievable. It's beautiful teams after beautiful teams after beautiful teams, names and this and that. I lost track. And I can't believe they are so different to each other. It's the same Virginia, Perique, Latakia, Virginia, blah, blah, blah. I mean, how many blends you can make a day, that are noticeable different, let's say.
Well, you can also look at it in the other way. Let's say downhill blends at the beginning of the 20th century when they started to produce blends on order. People came and they said, okay,
Yeah.
put this and this in and so on. And then slowly but surely they started to somehow produce those blends that had the recipes that were the 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 best accepted by other customers. We can do. I mean,
Yeah.
they didn't own the recipe. They had the book with the recipes, and then somebody
Yeah.
said, "Oh, make me this one," or maybe they knew each other and tried a little bit of that blend and said, "Oh, I really like this one." So, what I'm saying is that they were making a number of different blends by order, but at the end, I think that the last time they were produced by for the British American tobacco, it was like 15 or 17 blends from downhill. That's it. All others didn't pass the test of time, but those were like staple blends. This is what survived throughout the century, let's say, and they're still being made now. Now I think that
Yeah.
6 of them are made for worldwide trading, but I think that the 7, the dark flake, is made only for UK market. I'm not sure, but I know that that one is being also sold there, but anywhere else you cannot find it.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, dark flake. I always forget to ask you to buy me some of that. Always. Downhill dark flake, right? Or there is a downhill flake, a white and blue.
Yeah, and the dark
Yes.
flake is Virginia Perique.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some tins hidden somewhere.
I'm sure of that. Yeah. In a atomic bunker put there by you. Yeah.
So
There will
the
be
first time I
cockroaches in
will
your teens in the end.
open a tin of dark flake, you will get a sample.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. I have to tell our friends that as I know pipe smoking for quite a lot of years, we all go through phases, but in the end, we spoke about this. We will all end up smoking Virginia. We are not quite there yet. You start with aromatics, maybe you move to Englishes, you discover Burleys, Kentuckys, whatever. But in the end, we will end up smoking Virginia. So I've started asking you and buying some from Romania, buy some pure Virginia or Virginia Perique, something that we don't like that much at this age, but I've discovered I don't have that much Virginia. So I've started buying through you, of course, some of Virginias.
You know what I think? I mean, I was smoking this Richmond Navy cut on our last Skype session, and
Yeah.
It's like Virginia Black Cavendish something. Very light blend. Very nice light blend. A little bit sweet, a little bit fruity. That's it. You know, nothing special. And it goes along with what you just said. It's when we start, we are smoking more intensive blends with a more intensive taste, and we go through different phases. Let's say now I went in the same way as you just described. So aromatics, English, of course, trying some other stuff, but then Virginia, Burley, especially Kentucky. And I know that when I will grow older, maybe I will not appreciate anymore that
Strong.
intensive, strong taste of the tobacco, and I will prefer something lighter, something that I can smoke more often, let's say, and the Virginias are perfect for that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not smoking it so much. I mean, even if I take an hour to smoke a pipe, at the end I have to put in some, let's say, amphora Kentucky, because I also want to have a little bit stronger tobacco, stronger taste, maybe more nicotine and so on, to satisfy me somehow for some time. But it doesn't mean that the Virginia doesn't taste well, but it's just not giving me what, let's say,
Yeah.
Virginia Burley Kentucky gives me.
Yeah, I can see I passed through I had a phase where all I wanted to smoke is the strongest tobacco, in my opinion, dark flake from Gowit Hogarth. But now I can see I'm past that a little bit. I cannot smoke that much this stronger tobacco. So I've started craving some Virginia actually, and I smoked Capstan and some other stuff that I forget now. But slowly but surely, I'm going towards that phase of wanting Virginia and Virginia Perix.
Mm-hmm.
But I still need some Kentucky.
I
Cannot
mean,
go without.
you said that you smoked like half of the 100-gram tin of Solani Silver Flakes, so
More than that
it's
right now.
obvious that you need some,
Yeah.
especially this blend that has red Virginia and Kentucky, like Amphora has red Virginia and Kentucky. It is my favorite for now.
Yeah, before Christmas, I will make a top 5 or 3 or blends of the year.
Me too. Me too. Okay. I think we are long enough for this show. What I think from both of us, we would like to just say that I hope you will have a great festive December, Advent time, Christmas, or any other religious holidays that you are and events that you are celebrating. But for us, it's good. Silviu, you're coming from predominantly Orthodox country. I'm from Catholic country, so it's. But we still use the same calendar, so we are celebrating the Christmas on the same day, and so it's for me. I wish you all to have a really good and nice Christmas, and Silvio and I will make sure to somehow cheer you up or entertain you with our pipe show in the 2025 year.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, everyone. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, 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 oh. See you guys.
See you.